Rolling with the Rileys, yeah, we hit the road. Family on the move, yeah, adventure mode. Campfires, bikes, yeah, you know the vibe. Rolling with the Rileys, come along for the ride.
Welcome to Rolling with the Rileys.
This video is brought to you by MOPEKA. MOPEKA sent us propane tank monitors. So you can monitor the gas in your propane tank. So our RV didn't come with the liquid propane monitor, but MOPEKA makes them. They make a whole lot of other stuff too, like refrigerant monitors. There's like a whole lot of stuff they make. Their website is full of stuff. But they were so happy to send us these things. So these are halo rings for the bottom of the tank. So we have two. And then we have, this is the MOPEKA LCD display. So this is the monitor you put inside your RV. And two sensors for your tank. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and install these and see how they work. And then we'll go from there. So we're gonna start off with the sensor here, or the monitor. So let's open this up. Comes in this nice can, nicely packaged as well. So we'll open this up. So what we have here, we have LCD display. Let me see, what was this that feel? Okay, here, the warning about the battery. So LCD display, the warning about the battery here. And it says quickly and easily pair the display with the Bluetooth enabled sensors, including the ProCheck and ProCheck Universal, maximum of 2 sensors, left and right tank, mounting bracket, magnets, and display to the secure. The battery has a 5-year shelf or the battery life is 5 years. So it's up to 5 years before you have to replace the battery. So that's pretty good. So the battery in here has a 5-year lifespan. All right, so there's 2 screws here. And here is the display. So it's magnetically on there. So you just put this on your wall or wherever you want to put it. And then you just attach this to it. And that's your display there. So we're going to go over to our tanks here. And we're going to put the halo rings on it. These are the halo rings. And then put the sensors on it. So my tanks are right here, actually. Here's my tanks. So I know one of them is empty because the last camping season we drained it completely and then we just didn't want to. So we didn't want to refill it. So one of them is empty. So we're going to test it and see how accurate it is. So let's go ahead and get this off. Yep. And there are the tanks. So we're going to go ahead and get this off here. So we're going to start with, turn this way. How you doing? Yeah. So we're gonna get that off, get that on there. So I bought years ago these to monitor my tank. They do well. Only thing is that you can't see them from the inside, and on top of that, once the gas comes on, it just puts it in gas. So you don't know the exact measurement. So as long as it's in green, it's fine. But when it started to run low, you'll see it hit low pressure and then refill. You'll see all of that. For me, it worked. It did its purpose. All right, so this tank here is empty. These are 20 gallons or 20 pound tanks here, so they're straight empty here. So we're gonna go ahead and put the halo on there. So the halo is this right here. I'm gonna put that on the bottom of the tank so you can see what I'm talking about. That goes on the bottom like that. And then you take your MOPEKA. Let's get this open. You take your MOPEKA and you stick that on here. So inside this box, it comes with these. So if you don't get the halo rings, you can just put these on there, give the tank a little standoff. They just go around like that. It comes with 3 of them. But they sent us these right here, so put that on. And then here it has some sonic grease. So you apply a small amount to the contact pad, which it says right here. And this is the sensor, the tank sensor. So you apply a small amount to this pad, and then you just, it magnetically sticks on it. See that? It just magnetically sticks on it. So let's go ahead and apply that small amount and get this stuck on there. Future Neil here. You need to apply enough to the sensor so it can actually conduct properly. Back to the video. Right there. Go a dab like that. And then you just stick that. Just set it on there. And that is on there. So that's on there. So let's go ahead and do the second one. All right, so let's take this off. And this one is completely full. Well, it should be almost full because I use, I get my tanks refilled at the local hardware store. So they refill them for me. I don't do exchanges unless the tank is out of date. Put that on there. Open up this other one. Take that little gel, apply it on there, small amount, and then just sticks on as such. And there you go. So that is now attached. So now let's go ahead and sync it to the monitor. Okay, so we're gonna press one button and it comes on. You probably can't see it because of the sunlight here. To sync is a press sync on your sensor to pair. So we're gonna press sync on this one and this one. Okay, left tank, which is the left tank, which will be this one. Okay, the left tank is sync. And now we're gonna press. Now we're gonna press the right tank. Now the right tank, we're gonna press that. Right tank is sync. So now it says it on there sync. You probably can't see it because it's there, but we're gonna sync it also to the phone and I'll let you see what that is. So now it says it's synced. So we're gonna put these back over and then we're gonna go install it inside. So let me turn these back over here. All right, so we're inside now. So I got the monitor right here. So let's go ahead and get that on. So you see how it comes on. 85%, 84%. That is the left monitor, left tank. So it's 85% on the left tank, which is probably right. So we over to the right tank, it says 49% or 2 gallons. I don't think that's right because that tank is completely empty. So let's go into the app. And in the app, we can see exactly what is showing in the app. So when we go into the app, let me go ahead and record this for you, y'all can see it. So when we go into the app here, you can see where it's the right tank here. It is actually, yeah, the right tank or the left tank. It actually shows 40%, which that tank should be empty. But it says 40%. And then over here on the other tank, it says 82%. And the sensor position is 0, so it is actually correct. It's in those lines. That's actually correct there. And then let's go to the other one here. That sensor is within those lines. So let me zero that again. That is actually correct. And the firmware, yeah, shows all of that. So now that's correct. So when I re-zero the sensor, 12%, that looks about right. So let's see if it shows up on here as 12%. Yep, see it's going down. It's now showing 25%. So between 25, so there's a margin of error on this versus the app, or the app is a margin of error. Either way, once you zero it out and everything and give it a time, I think it needs time to sync up. But once it syncs up, it should show correctly. Everything looks fine, even show you the battery life and everything else. So when you go over to the settings here, yep, you can rename it and all of that. So on here, I got it named, so let's see. So this is, if you look at that tank, the 25%, that tank is actually on my left side. So I'm gonna call that the left tank. The left tank. All right. Quantity threshold 1 and 2 is disabled. It's on percentage, centimeters or inches. You can put whatever. I just put percentage. Sensor update rate, notification when it's below 20%. That's perfectly fine. You must be logged in for notification. That's perfectly fine. All right. So that's what that tank says there. And then we're gonna switch over to the other tank, which is the right tank. We're gonna go ahead and update that to the right tank. So I'll see here. All right, everything is updated. And there you have it. So that is the MOPEKA propane monitor or propane tank monitors. That, like I said, they have a lot of other stuff on their website that they do monitoring for, and tanks and all the other stuff. That's all on their website. But today we're talking about the sensors and the LCD display. And also you can connect it to the app. So thank you, MOPEKA, for sending this out to us for us to hook up to our RV. We've been looking for some kind of option to monitor the propane from inside the RV. Now we got on the app, so we can monitor the battery, we can monitor the propane, we can monitor the tires, we can check the level, the location of the RV. We even got cameras on the RV. We got all of that. We monitor from our phone, no matter where we at in the world. So MOPEKA was just added to that smart list here. So thank you so much. If you're interested in this, if you're still here, you're still looking at what we're doing, if you're interested in this product, the link will be in the description below. Just make sure you tell them Rolling with the Rileys sent you. Thank you so much for tuning in with Rolling with the Rileys. And thank you, MOPEKA, for sending out your product for us to use. The link for this will be in the description below.
Rolling with the Rileys.